Hello there. If you're catching me for the first time, hello there. I am Gladys. I love cake. I was here earlier and we baked this cake. I did promise to come back and make some more, continue this football cake. We are making a football cake, but we baked this cake in part one of the live, which is already up. And the cake, the spheres, which are two 6-inch spheres, turned out super messy. So I was challenged to tell you that I'll come back and show you. 1 second, people. I did say I was going to come back so that we can make the cake. So we are back, and I'm just going to start by just filling this cake quickly so we can get on to the next part. Normally what I'd love to do is, I don't want to be handling the cake too much. So I'm going to put it back in its sphere tin, and then we will fill it up. I'm going to fill this with buttercream. I have Swiss meringue buttercream here. So we are just going to scoop some Swiss meringue buttercream and then into that. I don't want to overfill this because it's important you get the proportion of filling right so that you do not deform the shape of the sphere, because you want a perfectly round cake to work with. So I'm just filling it enough, and you don't want to also let the buttercream spill over the edge. Now, if you wonder what's happening here, I have the sphere, and in the sphere, there's a plastic lining in there to help this work. So now, if you look closely at the two spheres, one is fuller, the other is not. So the fuller one has a bit of buttercream. I'm going to add some buttercream on this one as well to fill up the space a little bit. And then we will leave the cakes to set. Right. There you go. You want to make sure that everything is okay. That didn't work out as I wanted, but hey. All right. Okay. We're still on it. We're still on it. We're still on it. It's not gone yet. We're still on it. Okay. Okay. Just want to make sure that I've got, because the thing with the football cake is all about the form of the cake. You get the form wrong, you are in for trouble. So in order that I don't handle the cake too much, that's why we've got the plastic thing, so that when I come to turning the cake upside out, I will have no trouble. The cakes themselves are chilled because they are baked fresh. I chilled it so that I can work with it. So I just want to make sure that my sphere is correct. The football cake seems rather simple to make, but it requires a bit of diligence here. So I've got that, and the cake is chilled. So I'm going to go straight in with some ganache, just so that I can cover the buttercream in there. Now, for a cake like this, normally if you've been here, you will know that I trim my cakes. But for a cake like this, you don't want to trim it. But even more importantly, when you are applying cover such as ganache, you don't want a lot. It is more so for grip and to polish out the unevenness. Because anymore, if you add any more on the shape, what you are doing is you're going to deform the sphere, and that will create problems for your ultimate football. So we don't want that. Why am I using pink ganache? Because this cake is a gift and I just have pink ganache left over, plus I don't need more than what I have left. So I don't want to have to melt ganache and do all sorts with. There you go. Okay, so essentially 1/2 of the sphere is covered. If you are in the chat and you're trying to talk to me, bear with me. Let's just get this done and then I'll go to your questions and I'll answer them, please. Okay, because making a football cake is stressy. Okay, now to kind of clean the cake, you need something that can move, a flexi scraper, something that will move around and shape around the cake so that you can get your shape right. So that's what I'm using. I'm using a flexi scraper. I was supposed to update the community post to let you know when I will be back, and I didn't do that because my evening just moved on my day moved on quickly after the first live. But I will put the updates up. Mara, all of you in the chat, I am so sorry I'm not talking to you right now. I'm not ignoring you at all. Just bear with me. If you're wondering what we are doing, we are making a football cake, okay? It's a football themed cake. A football, like as in a realistic football. So we are trying to get the sphere of the football right. All of you who are just, I can see your greetings. I just want to get this sphere out of the way and then I can talk to you people. Please hear me when I say I hear you, I see you. Just give me a minute. Let's finish this. Let's finish this cake, okay? Because I'm just working on very limited time. The whole idea of a football cake came about because this cake was, I wanted to make it and I left it so last minute. And now I'm stuck, right? Now this is cling film. I don't want to have to handle the cake when it goes here. So we are just applying the cling film on top of the cake, just so that we can even out the sphere properly, right? And then I can then move the sphere around, right? See how I turn? Because if you want to move the sphere and you don't move it right, it will deform, it will move around, and I really can't risk that. So that's a tip on how to handle your sphere. So that's the other half of the sphere. And then this time we get the plastic out. And then this goes this way. Okay. And then we are going to cover this part. Okay, there you go. Aaron is back. Are we loyal? I want. There you go. I apologize. I did tell you guys I was going to try and update the community post, and I didn't do that. That's because my day moved on very quickly, and I sincerely apologize. But thank you for your loyalty. Right. If you're just joining and you haven't missed the mess of our cake is coming together. I told you. It takes character and skill to kind of put a mess together. And it is coming together. Okay? I told you. I love making perfect cakes, but sometimes the process is very imperfect. The process can be awfully imperfect. And yeah, the contrast of the perfection you're aiming for and the messy process is like, there's a juxtaposition there, isn't it? Okay, let's. Okay, I think this is a rough coverage. It's fine. We're gonna have to let it set. Wash my hands. Let this cake go to the fridge to set completely, and then we'll give it a good like polish before we apply the hexagon and pentagon bits on it. So let me just wash my hands, and then you may have my attention for a moment before this all goes away. Right, so our sphere is gradually coming together. Somehow I'm so convinced I need to. Tabitha is back. Hello, my people. How are you? Okay, right. Let's get this white washed. The problem with the flexi scraper is, unlike a regular scraper that I could just dip in warm water to get a clean scrape, I can't do that with a flexi scraper, because when you put a flexi scraper in warm water, it warps. So you just want to make sure it's fine, like no air pockets. Okay, I think I'm kind of happy. No, I haven't made the hexagon pieces at all. I'll be making all of that here. So when we finish filling this out and then it goes to chill, we will get the hexagon pieces done. So I told you I wasn't going to do anything off screen, right? So as soon as we were done here, I moved on to some family commitment. Remember the I have the boy at home, so I had to just go and finish off some mama duties. So I have been at it, but boy, can I tell you a little bit of gossip about our little producer? Oh my goodness, he makes me so proud because he tidied the house. I wish I could show you. He was cleaning, he was hoovering. You know what? Get the kid to do the work and earn the prize, because his prize was he wanted to play his computer. And I'm like, dude, I ain't trying to raise a bum out here, okay? You need to get some work done, learn some responsibility before fun. And boy was like, say no more. He got on the action. I found myself a little cleaner, okay? I found myself a little cleaner. He did like, oh God, it's so nice. Right. Mara LA88. Thank you. I can't see all the messages just yet. We'll come to the messages, people. Just don't be mad at me. I do talk. I just can't do both. I've told you before. Oh, Tapita. You see why, Tapita, you're my sister? You got the kid on the job. Because if you leave them kids, they will run a riot on you. Can I tell you? This one loves his computer. Nothing is going to come between him and his computer. And I'm like, I'm tired of fighting. Okay? So I'm like, dude, get to work. We have a day planner. So he got up, had his breakfast, did his homework, and what is... God, I just feel so proud, okay? And some days we fight, okay? We fight. I get a telling off from an 80-year-old for misbehaving and not being responsible and not making good choices and not being good, okay? So anyway, that is just by the way. But our sphere is coming along okay. I'm quite pleased with my sphere, except there are cake pockets coming out of it and it's annoying me. This is sort of the crumb coat, but we are not going to have a final coat except for the fondant pieces. The simple reason is more coats of ganache is just going to add too much to it. Okay, there you go. In the corner, just fill any air pockets. Okay, this is the only time that I would put on gloves just to polish off the cake, because I don't want to use my hands. Okay, there you go. Right, let's get those out of the way, and then I'll get myself Tabitha says, if you want to be a bum, say hello to the kid from Auntie Glagla over here, okay? Just say, so the kid know, because us moms, right, will be out here complaining about the kid not doing things right. And the moment the child does things right, we're like, we just keep quiet. No, I don't want to be that person, right? So what I'm doing is just trying to polish this off. Where is the... There's something I'm looking for. There's something I'm looking for. Anyway, it doesn't matter. See how getting a clean sphere is. Look. It's so smooth and so soft, like a baby's bum. I would know because I've had a baby. I used to have a little baby and I will rub cream on his bottom. So I would know. Okay, that's all. There you go. I think one part of the sphere is right. Okay, right. Now that's one part done. Let's get to the next part. This is done. Hello, kiddo. Tabitha's kid, you're doing some good work over there. Well done, okay? You should earn your time. Okay, this is done. Okay, now I'm gonna I don't know what I'll do with this cake if I didn't have you, but one part of the sphere is done, so we're going to leave that to chill completely, and then we will flip it, and then we'll do the other side, because if I do this side now, if I flip it now, this part will mess up. So I'm going to put that in the fridge. I'll be back shortly. Just stick around. This is the part of the tutorial where it gets so intense I'm unable to talk to you, but I'm going to be back and then we can catch up properly. Let me just do that. Okay, I'm back. It wasn't too long. There is Maritza. Okay, so for those of you who were earlier and were trying to talk to me, I hope you are not so mad at me you've left already. Please stay around. I'd love to talk to you. I love to talk to you, but sometimes cake decorating is a bit intense, okay? I can't do both. I've told you before. If you've been here, I am honest. I'm like, I'm either yapping or I'm on the cakes. I can't do both. There is Trinidad something. I can't. Is it Trini? Let me just say Trinidad. You know who you are. There's cake is yum. Happy birthday to your dad, Trinidad. Okay, happy birthday. There's Victoria. How long was the sponge baked for? The sponge was baked for, the timing is about 1 hour and 5 minutes. But the video of me making the sponge is in the previous video. This is the second live of the day. I was in a live earlier, starting at 11:30, and then we finished around, I think, 1 something. Is that correct? 11:35 to about 1 something, I believe. So you can go check that live out and you will see everything about the sponge. It has a default title as how to make a chocolate cake. That's a default title. Normally that is just preset, and then when I finish I go and optimize the detail, but it's the immediate video that is just before this one. So all the sponge details you will find over there, so do check that out. There is Maritza Augusto. I know Tapita is here. Awin Lawyer is back. Hey, everybody. Right, thank you for stopping by. There's 30 of us in the chat. If all 30 of us, if each one of us took the time to just like the video, you'll be helping the channel a lot. And this is the only time I'll ask you for a favor to consider liking the video, just a polite reminder. And if you don't know how to do that, if you're watching me on mobile, the screen on which you're seeing the video, the screen on which you're seeing me, to the right, top right of that video, there is 3 dots there in a descending order. If you click on that dot, the 3 dots, if you click on that, a sub menu will show up with the thumbs up, just like the video. The decision to consider subscribing is something I'll ask you to, but I have to convince you by providing you value. Okay, and so far, if you feel like you haven't got value yet, please don't leave. Just stick around. We talk all things cakes here. I am Gladys. I love cakes. And over here, the intention is to bring you simple, informative tutorials in a very beginner-friendly way. I am a professional cake maker, okay? A custom wedding cake maker by trade. And I'll make you a great-looking cake your dreams have ever thought of. That's a promise. But you know, my goal on the channel though is not to make that amazing cake. My goal is to bring you that amazing cake through the informative process with all the imperfections and the raw and edited moment. Just so that if you are starting your journey and you do not know how to start, because it's always, when we see beauty, we are in awe of it, okay? And when people see my cakes on their website, they're like, oh God, that is amazing. Look, the process is hella messy, okay? So not always, let's be honest, but I actually aim to just bring you the unfiltered moments of the cake decorating process. If you want to see like the great polished versions, go to the long form videos, okay? I bring you videos in every format. You have the long form, you have the shorts, you have the lives. Each one informs you in a very different way. The posts are interactive, as in the community post is interactive, to kind of catch up with you, see what you do. And I am in my comment section. Nobody moderates my comments for me. I am present in the comment section. If you ever see a response over there, it's me, at least for now, okay? So I will talk to you. I know my people. So the community post is just to enhance the interaction, you know, and to just be sure that I am present for you. And I love the comments in the comment section. If there was awards to be given, Lollipop, you'd be winning all of them in the community post, because boy, oh boy, isn't she out there commenting. So Lollipop, hats off to you. Steph is back. Steph is Seasons. Seasons runs the channel. All things Seasons. Seasons, how are you, darling? Right. So the community posts are for the interaction, an extension of what we do here. The shorts are for if you don't have time, but you're like, okay, let me go catch up a little bit on what she's up to, the sarcasm. And it's sometimes some of the breakdown of the videos that I do here, but more especially some of the videos that you don't see online, I then tend to create them into short form so that you see it over there. Those are the shorts. The long form videos are sometimes exclusively filmed videos, or some of the clips from the long live sessions that you may not be able to watch playback on, especially if you've missed the live experience. We put it on long form so that you get the polished, refined version, and then you can still come back to the lives for more. But the lives are just you and me. If my day rolls over and I can't be here, I can't be here. They are not pre-recorded. There's no editing. Normally when you check the video, you would find me the first few seconds of the opening of my live session, I'm trying to access my secondary screen on which I can see your comments and talk to you, okay? Like, we are family over here. People know I love tea. I know Tapeta over there likes to sleep till 4 a.m. because she sometimes has very terrible sleep patterns. And Lollipop with her pets and her babies and school run. Look, we know each other over here. And Steph goes off on her traveling. Okay, then she comes and makes some banging chicken and some good food. We know each other, okay? So people, if you want a positive family on the internet, stick around. We love you. Anyway, how is your Saturday going? Mine, you're here with me. What have you been doing so far? Have you been scrolling away waiting for me? It's great to have you though. So yeah, 39 of you in the chat. 39 of you. Hello people. Thank you for stopping by. Let me just whew. Whilst we're at it, maybe let's go and fix some of the patterns that we'll be using. There's is it Carol? Is it Carol Kilgore? Carol Kilgore. Okay, I'll say Carol. If that's you, hey, you're just joining us. Let me wash my hands. Okay. Now we've doubled in number. All 40 of you, where are you joining us from? Tell us where. Just show by hand. Look, I know some of you love to sit on the fence and just watch. I respect that. But those of you who don't mind, just tell us where you're joining us from, people. Just so that we can acknowledge you. So put in the chat where you're joining us from and what the time is and what the weather is. I mean, I'm in England, okay? The weather... the weather has been a bit where is Lollipop? Come and save a sister here. I don't know. I haven't stepped out of my house all day. I haven't. So don't ask me what the weather is. I'm just put my hands are dry. I don't want ashy hands. Okay. My hands are constantly in water. So we don't want the ashy hands, but that is just by the way. Okay, there we go, my people. Let's go and fix the, what do you call it? The patterns. I wonder which will be, I think it will be the pentagon. That is going, let's have a look. Yeah, so it's the pentagon that is the blue piece. That's going to be the blue, and the hexagon will be the white. So we've got this. Seven degrees. Right. Is it 7 degrees C? Jeez, that's cold, isn't it? What have you done so far? The day is moving on though. What am I looking? That's a pouch with corn flour. And what we're going to do is just roll this. I think I colored this earlier. It can be awfully hard to roll this out easily because it's got Tylose powder in it, but I want to roll this out thin enough. And it's cold, the weather is cold, so that affects how malleable this is. It's a lot. I just want to get it done once and be done with, so I don't have to do multiple ones. I mean, if you're not my color and you try this, you will end up with bruises. But for my color, you will hardly see the bruise, but you can see where the rolling pin, because if I did it this way, I won't finish. So I need all the pressure. Okay. Right, you don't want to roll this too thin either, because then it will be too transparent. I am trying to get that to polish it off, and then we are getting our, is it pentagon? And here's what we need: a pentagon. I'm just going to get that, dust this slightly, because we'll need a few. Even if we won't use all of them, it's always best to have more than you need. And for a 6-inch, there is some sort of maths about the pentagon and hexagons. So if you're using a 6-inch tin, you need a 6-inch pentagon and hexagon. It's worked out in a certain way. I've discussed this before in a previous video. You can find the details up on the channel, like in the live library. I've discussed this before. Today I just can't think of the words because it's been a long day. It's been a long one. I'm tired. Okay, but I just want to get this done because I promised to bring you along. If I wasn't doing this on a live, I'll still be doing this quietly over here. There's Karabo is back, lovely. Karabo, love. How are you? Okay, right. For some reason, I think I have enough pentagons, but I would rather have more than less. Yep, I've got them. And what I'm going to do next is get myself a cling film and then wrap them up. Because if I leave it out dry, out in the open, the air will dry them out because it's got Tylose powder in it, and I don't want that. So I'm just going to wrap this in a layer of cling film, and then if I come to using that, I'll just cut the cling film out. There you go. There you go. Just to keep everything hydrated. Now, the excess is what will be used for the scarf. I'm going to tie that back. We'll clear the table. And then we will go check on our cake. Bring it back. Finish the other part of the sphere. Leave it to chill. And then do our hexagons and then come back and cover it up. So there's a method to the madness, and we will get there eventually. But this is exciting. In the meantime, there is 50 people. Like, where have you all come from? Thank you for stopping by. If you're meeting me for the first time, hey there. If you love cake, oh, darling, thank you. Yeah, Karabo said, I'm good. How are you? Karabo, how can you see? I am well. Thank you. By grace, I am well. And there's a compliment in the chat from our friend Aaron, who says, because it would seem one needs a combination of genius, patience. I think I have all those values for cakes. Not in my regular life, okay? I am a patient person. I wouldn't even lie. I will shout at you like no. Genius? There's a limitation there. And skills, I have a few. And experience, oh boy. Where do I start? With cakes, by the way. Okay. So thank you. Our friend Saida. Saida is back. Saida was here earlier. Saida was here earlier. I know, Saida, you were here and you chatted with us a little bit and then you disappeared. but I know life goes on. We're going to go bring our cake back. Another polite notice, people, another polite notice. Just like the video, just a little bit of support for a sister. That's all. That's the only time I'll ask you for anything. Everything you're watching is free, okay? It is free. If you go and check my community post, I told you, YouTube doesn't pay as much. I love cakes, okay? And I'm here to just share the gift of cakes with the world and to bring you some joy whilst empowering you with such a skill that you could do a lot with. That's all. So a little bit of support doesn't go amiss. First time here, Teresa Taylor. Hiya. I hope you find some value. If you don't know what we're doing, girl, we're making a football cake. And how the story of the football cake came to being, hella sis. I had the cake to make for a young man in my church. And my week has been long. And one of those things you know you need to do, and then the day comes. The cake is due out tomorrow, 10 a.m. for a church service. And so today we have to, one way or another, finish the cake. Now, if I wasn't on a live, I'd be done with this cake. But for some reason, I love making my life difficult. Between the talking, the organizing, because making a cake on a live adds another layer of task to an already difficult task. Because on the live, I have to then pre-organize. If I wasn't doing a live, my kitchen would be like a bomb site, okay? And I'll still be making a cake. But if I have to make it on a live, I have to get organized. But I think there's a mental aspect of it where I am keeping organized and I'm achieving the tasks that are done and it gets the thing done. So if you don't know what we're doing, we're making a football themed cake. And at the moment, the cake is in the fridge. Okay. Oh, okay. There is a friend in the chat, Aaron. Aaron says, India. From India, Tamil. My name is Aruna. Please, oh, okay, Aruna, hi. We have some Indian company here. Like I think about 25% of my audience is Indian. So thank you for stopping by, Aruna. And there's World Tours. Yeah, World Tours, we're great. And World Tours 8K, we're great. Let's go get the cake, okay? Look at you. You earned your watch time anyway, so I'm not mad. Because you did your cleaning, you were responsible. Look at you and your imposter. Okay. Our cake is back. Our cake is back. So what are we going to do? This time, I think I'm going to chance it and just transfer it on the board. Just so that I can be done with it. Okay, let's see. Right. Okay, now let's flip it apart. Yep. Got it. Ooh, look. Okay. The thing with a football cake is you got to be careful because the gravity will affect it, because then gravity pushes it down, you see. You have to get, yep, there you go. All right. So that is it. Okay. That's the cake. Let's move it slightly. Because where the cake is landed is where it will be. Remember, it's going to have a scarf around it. So I am working with that in my mind. Now let's fill these bits up and then clean this out. Let me wash my hands. Let's try and clean this out. Okay. We're trying to get this all done. Okay. So instead of just cutting it off, I'm just going to fill it out. So we have a great except we've run out of ganache, so I'm gonna have to make it work. Oh, Tapita, thank you. You too, and have a great time with the family, and I will see you, God willing, on Monday. But check the community post for any updates or anything more. All right, take care, my love, and give mom some hugs from us. Okay, Tapita. Right. The white parts you see are the buttercream bits. Okay. If I am not talking to you, please understand I'm not ignoring you at all. But this task right here is all consuming. Okay, I'll get to you in a moment once I'm done with this all consuming sphere over here. Okay, so perhaps what I should do is put this in the microwave for a minute so that I can get some. Okay, just okay, there we go. Let's try this. Okay, the consistency is still not as spreadable as I would like it, but it's workable. I'm talking to myself, just ignore me, okay? Because I'm trying to get this sphere perfect for a cake, a football cake. There you go. We are getting there. Is that a cake or a balloon? It's a cake, my love. It is a cake I am trying to make into a sphere. And the sphere has to be perfectly rounded. So my goal is to get that done. Oh, lovely. Okay. Because we're making a football cake, you see. So this is the football that is hairless, has nothing on it. And it is my job to get crafted beautifully. So, okay. I think the sphere is coming along just as I imagined it. Okay. It's a football, my dear. As in soccer. I am in England, so we would say football. But other parts of the world, I don't know. But for my American audience, it will still be soccer. And I know saying football to you, if you're in America, may just be like, what are you on about? We're making a soccer cake, okay? Is it a soccer ball? What do you then... How did you end up there? People, how did you... So there. Is that a perfect round? A perfect sphere? I hope. Because if it's not, we're going to have problems. Real big problems. How did I make that sphere, darling? That's why it's alive. It's all up on the channel. Like, we baked the sphere in part 1. This is the second live for today. So if you want to see how that all evolved, it's unedited. Go catch up, my dear. I will tell you, but you are better. You will be better for seeing it. So go check it out. Okay, the part 1 is already up in the previous video just before this one. Part of cake decorating is also knowing when to stop. So maybe I should stop now before I ruin it. Knowing when to stop. Okay? Stop, Glad. Stop. So there we are. Shall we kick a ball? Not yet. We need to let this chill completely. Okay? And then we'll come and put the patterns on it. Okay? So I'm going to put that in the fridge for it to set completely. And then we will come and put the patterns. But what do you think? We have the thing with a football cake is that you are always going to have gravity work against you unless you are using unless you are putting the cake on a structure, because look at the bottom. It's annoying when that happens, but it's okay. I'm not mad about it. It has to. Okay, there you go. All right, let's go put this in the fridge and then come back and make the hexagon patterns, and then we'll move on to decorating the cake shortly. Okay, there we have it. So look, whew, I told you people, those who saw the mess from earlier, I told you I'll put it together. I promised you that, and it's coming along. It is coming along. I am keeping the promise, okay? I am keeping the promise to transform the mistake into something beautiful. There we are, okay? So we need to go put this in the fridge to set completely, and then we'll be making our hexagons. Let's go do that quickly. I'll be back. Bear with me. Don't leave. Just stay here. everybody. Hello again. If you've been trying to hello me and it feels like you're being ignored, you have my attention for a little bit now before cake comes back. I am very disloyal. I am very disloyal when it comes to cake. Whew. Karen, hi. Right. What are we doing? We are getting our hexagons back. And what we need is some fondant. I have some fondant here. Jesus. There is Tammy, Marian, Karen. There's quite a few of you. Hello, all of you good people. How are you? We are making a football themed cake. It's a Man City themed cake. So it's a football, a realistic football, but we have the white. The black and white is going to be a sky blue and white instead of the regular black and white. What I'm adding to the fondant here is what you call Tylose powder. Okay, and Tylose powder is a hardening agent, and it helps the fondant set so that it can form properly on the cake. I don't need it to do anything other than just harden. So we've added it to the fondant here, and with that, I'm going to spread a bit of this on it, and I'm going to roll this, like, roll it out. This is this is easier to roll than the earlier. What did I just lose? Anyway, whatever is falling over will fix itself. Okay, we want to make sure that the width of this and the pentagons are the same so that they can sync together. So we have 1, 2, this I am not concerned about them drying out. In fact, I need them to dry set a little bit more before we can use them. I think if I really wanted to do this in a pedantic way, I would probably know exactly how many hexagons and pentagons I need, because there's a maths to it. But I mean, I need the excess fondant for the scarf, so I am not too particular about how many I need, because any excess that is left, I would just roll them into making a fondant scarf with. So there you are. And that goes in here. So these two then will then become the scarf to drape the cake with. Now, what do I need? Okay. You want to be careful, because handling this is likely to leave some marks on it, and I don't want any marks. So I'm just using my little tool here to get them . Okay, there you go. I think I've got what I need. If we make the cake and we need more, I'm probably going to have to get some more. But otherwise, we have the hexagons now done. So we have some pentagons here and some hexagons, and they are going to go around and make the cake. So I'm leaving those here to air and set a little bit whilst we get our work table ready for the next phase, which is the decoration of the cake. Now, if you have any question about the cake for me, I am here for it. And for all of you who have told me where you're joining us from, thank you very much. I'm going to take some time and have a look at it quickly before we move on. Okay, but if it's your first time you see me, hello, 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 hello. We've made some few new friends today, which is exciting. And I hope you stick around in future videos, because you're watching me from England, right? I am currently I'm talking to you from my home kitchen in England, and it's lovely to have you here, okay? There you go. We need that fondant. In there, and let's wipe our worktop. There is Marian from Texas. We had someone from Delaware this morning in the chat, and Tabitha is from Oregon. So thank you for stopping by, good people. I was very confused about American Thanksgiving and I thought I had missed it. There is something I'm looking for and it's kind of doing my head in. Yeah, I found the alternative. It's Trex. We need it for our cake when we come to it. So, oh, there is Linda Mays from Florida. How is it sunny over there? How is the weather look? I'm in England, sad, old, boring England. So I'm going to ask you about the weather, okay? We drink tea. What I was looking for is this. This is Trex. That's your equivalent for my US-based audience. That's Trex. For you, it's Crisco, but this is Trex. And Essie, is it Essieton? Beautiful and warm. Don't rub it in, honey. Oh, Linda, beautiful and warm. Well, it's grumpy and cold out here, okay? It is. It is grumpy and very cold out here, but I'm not mad. Okay, let's go get our cake back. Can you tell I'm stressed about the cake? Do you feel safe in England? I'll speak for myself. What do you mean? I could be asking anyone anywhere in the world, do they feel safe? It's not like a whole country. I know. What do you mean by do I feel safe? I'm okay. I mean, I'm here, aren't I? So let's go get the cake. Let's go get the cake and yeah. Okay, we have our cake back. What we want to do though is put some Trex on it before we start applying our fondant. Right, that's Trex. It's all done now. So we're going to move on to adding our patterns. This is where the trouble with a football cake starts. It is so problematic, but we will try our best, okay? I cannot promise you perfection, but we are doing the thing, okay? There you go. Whew. Okay. Right, the concentration I need for something like this. If I'm not talking to you, I'm not ignoring you, people. Just hear me when I say I am scared, okay? Because a football cake, it will have you gathered, like, even with your best expertise, a football cake will have you questioning every choice you ever made about your cake decorating. So I need all my concentration here. Okay, there you go. Right. Seems like this first part is done without trouble. And then we need a pentagon. If you can't see what I'm doing, just bear with me. And then okay. When it begins to go down, that's where the problem spot starts. If you get your sphere right, your patterns will fit nicely. But once it's descending, you have some few issues, like you'll see where the problem spots start. Like once it's going down, you almost have to press the patterns to fit. Okay. Do I feel like I'm stressed? I think so. It's warm in my kitchen, okay? It is very warm in my kitchen. Can you see a soccer ball? Okay, we are getting there. Because it's not black and white, I cannot see it like easily. But this is Man City, so we have to get to it. Oh, okay, I'll need some more whites. My whites are finished. I need some more whites because it's finished. Okay, we are coming along just fine. Okay, I am so happy. Okay. Now, before we continue, let's go polish our cake a bit. Okay, before we continue, let's get a little bowl of fondant. And what it will do is it's going to the top to kind of like give it a fine polished look. Okay, Lollipop, it's great. You know what? We are here because I have a promise to keep, but I don't expect today. Today, I know it's been a lot, but you know what? We baked the cake today, and then we are here making the football. I mean, my whites, my hexagons are finished. Okay. Nonetheless, we are getting to a nearly perfectly formed. Let me not count my chickens before they are hatched. So let's see. There you go. We are not done yet. My hexagons are finished. So I'm going to move the cake to the back here. I'm going to move the cake to the back. And then we get some more hexagons, shall we? Okay, let's get the fondant back. Thanks, Lollipop. What's for dinner, Lollipop? What are you cooking for dinner? We want to know, are we invited for dinner? Well, you would say yes, because you were so kind and you were so sweet. Just put this right here. Okay. Okay. There you go. Going back to get some hexagons. Okay, Aldi's version of McDonald's nuggets. Some kids will be happy. I tell you what, I got Aldi's version of the chicken select with the black pepper frozen chips in an air fryer. My dear, you have yourself dinner from McDonald's for cheap. Okay? And I'm not even capping. I mean, we've spoken about cooking at home, but you can't always do that, honey. Some days you just want the air fryer to really bish bash bong and you're done. Okay? Okay, let's hope our white bits don't finish now. Let's go back to work and see how this comes along nicely. Okay, so where are we? Okay, we need a white here. Okay, and that's where we need. If I'm not talking to you, just forgive me. This job right here requires my absolute apt attention, right? So I'll come back and talk to you. I know you love me. It's a lot of undertaking. I'm like, okay, no, this is not for here. All right, so let's go for a, yep. Okay, and then here. Okay, at this point, if I'm not feeling too scared, I'll flip it over to finish it up. But I'm scared of flipping it over, okay, because then the weight will transfer back to here, but the bottom of it will be covered in a scarf, so I'm not really that fast about what the bottom looks like ultimately. Yes, baby.
Can I have a cupcake?
I think the cupcake, the last one is what you had, but you can come and have your pain chocolat.
No, I want a chocolate sandwich then.
Look here, come and look at this. Come and look if you like this, quick.
I'm coming. No.
You don't want
Chocolate sandwich.
Okay. You know what you want, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay, baby. Right. Give me a moment. I will sort that out for you. Okay? People, if you can't see what I'm doing, I am fixing some more patterns, but I'm scared of flipping my cake upside down. Okay, I might as well. Whew, wish me luck. Wish me luck. Okay, see what gravity does? Okay, we have to work quickly from here on. We just have to. We haven't got time. Okay. I don't mind how imperfect it looks from here. We just need to get this.
Mama?
Yes, but darling, I've got my hands full. I'll see you in a minute, baby. Yeah?
I want a chocolate sandwich.
I will get that fixed for you in a minute. Can you please wait? Yeah? I'll get it for you, I promise. Okay. The bottom is always slightly problematic. Right. Okay. Then that goes in here. Then I will just have that. Okay. The more the cake is turned this way, the more I am going to have problems with it. So I'm just going to work quickly to turn it around so I can avert any gravity issues. Hello there. Okay, see? Flipping it upside down wasn't exactly a great idea, but I'm going to try and have it back. Okay. Flipping it upside down wasn't exactly a great idea, Missy. But hey, we've got it. Whew. Is it perfect?
Chocolate sandwich.
No. Right. Can you see me? I'm like a magician. You know, the limited time I had to pull this trick of a cake off, right? And the fact that I even managed to do it at all has even surprised me. Okay? So if you are looking surprised, I told you, the mess will fix itself because we are about magic over here. We do. We are about that life. Right. I think glad. Stop feeling. We are about that life. So I think the scarf will look. I promise you, I can make a perfect cake. I'm not tooting my own trumpet. I've been doing this for 10 years. And even when I sleep, I dream about cakes, okay? So I can make you a perfect cake. But when I know the odds are against me, I have to find a way to survive. So the scarf was not for decoration. It was to cover some imperfections I anticipated long before I even baked this cake, okay? So now we are trying to kind of like polish the cake. I mean, if I wanted to spend time, so what I'll do is off camera, that's the thing I'll do off camera. I'm going to have to print myself a Man City crest, and then I'll place it on one of those there, just to kind of like highlight the Man City. And then there you go. If you want to get a perfect sphere, making it a realistic cake isn't always the best, because gravity pushes the cake out with the weight going that way. So if you want a perfect sphere, you want to make the base of the cake either out of Rice Krispies treat so that it will hold form, and then you set it up on a structure. But that's not something I was going to do today, okay? Structural cakes are just like not for today's task, and of course for the time I have. So okay, there you go. The white panel, that should be blue. Look, I think when you look at the black and white, the blue are the white bits, but either way it's still a football cake, isn't it? When you look at it, you can see football, because if I made this blue and that white, I don't know. I just thought I would swap it around.
I want a chocolate sandwich.
Baba, I'll get you a chocolate sandwich, please. Just bear with me. I am sorry. I think, yeah, there is a part here where we should have a blue, but you know what, people, we'll get the scarf. You'll see. Whatever imperfections you're seeing will be gone. Don't worry. Oh yeah, I see what you mean. People, if you squint, there should be a blue, I think a blue here, I think. Yeah, this here should be a blue. Lollipop, you're right. It should be a blue. Yep, this should be a blue. We'll cover it with a scarf. Sometimes if it doesn't work for you, if it doesn't work as you think, make it work for you. Okay, you'll see. Don't worry. The bottom I don't really mind, because I'm going to put a scarf that will seal it up. So, right. Let's stop polishing the cake for now. Somebody wants a chocolate sandwich. Let me just look. I make cakes and I'm a mom. So let me go and serve my very... Let me go serve my son a sandwich. Thank you, Aaron. I know I say Aaron, I will lawyer, I'm talking to you. When I say, I know we Ghanaians will say Aaron, okay? In England, we say Aaron, as in the name Aaron. Moses' brother. You are learning a few things today, isn't it? you're learning that some random chick on the internet knows your name, can pronounce it well, speaks your language, right? And then she gets to call your first name differently than you know it. Don't worry. I mean, it's a regular Saturday on the internet where you're like scratching your head and wondering, what the hell is this? It's magic. Okay. Oh no, that's enough. I'm not piling that on, am I? Sunshine?
Yes.
Come on then. Wait there. There you go, baby. Yeah, it's fine. No, take the plate. Look at me. Yeah, now go behind the camera. All right. Do you want some water?
No.
Okay. That's all done, people. Thanks for your patience. Now let's go think of how to make the scarf. Because our faulty football with the lost panels. I'm glad you get it. Because, look, I've lived in England for a long time, and I remember when I first came here, a few things that were shocking to me was how they pronounce. Like, for instance, the name Evelyn. We know it's Evelyn here, as in Evelyn. In Ghana, would be like Evelyn. Like, it's Eve, as in E-V-E, Evelyn. But we say Evelyn. So, yeah, it's like kind of unlearning those things can be a little bit... Trying to adapt in a different environment sometimes is, yeah. When was the last time you heard that name? Some things are very real, you know. Yeah, you have someone calling you Evelyn, like Evelyn. It's like, okay, it's Evelyn. So my friends who are Evelyns, I call them Eve. Right, so what are we doing? For the scarf, okay, I'm gonna leave this here and then we'll get the blues. Okay, what I am then going to do is, I don't know if this will particularly work for me, but bear with me. Okay. We are making a scarf, so I just wanted the scarf to reflect the So what we're going to do is panel the lines into this and roll it together. It can be awfully difficult to get that right, but I'm going to try. So that we can get like a stripy scarf. It's like, I like making my life difficult, don't I? Because I could easily just make a white scarf. But no, somehow it has to be a very difficult pattern that is almost sometimes impossible to achieve. Right, now, okay, I've got enough lines there. What am I doing? I need... You are watching me suffer in real time. You are watching me suffer in real time. So if you like me torturing my cake self just for your pleasure, maybe you can like the video. That will be a little bit of consolation, because this is torturous, you know. I could be doing this in the comfort of my kitchen without having to talk to anyone, and then voila, when I'm finished, I'll come and show you the perfectly made cake that I show you. But no, it just has to be some form of torture, torturous activity. All right, let's see. We'll see. Okay, I have found a way to fix that. Well, the stripes didn't work, so I am turning it into a sort of marble, because I really don't want to do this all over. It's annoying. So we'll turn it into a marble shape. We'll see. Okay, there you go. And then Oh, I'm trying to think. I have do I have a basket? Something for the pattern of a scarf. All right, Lollipop. See you later, lovely. See you later, and have a good day, darling. I think I have a scarf impression mat, but I can't remember where it is. Oh Lord, I have to go find this impression mat now, and I don't want to do that because I don't have time. Let's see. Okay. Oh, girl. A girl will always find a way to make it work. I found a scarf pattern. I told you. I told you I will. That's a. It's Okay, let's see. See, we have the scarf pattern on here. And so if we get our cake back, what am I looking for? I'm looking for a okay, and then what we need is something to do the. I'm just applying Trex to hold the scarf in place, and the thing with Trex is you will always be able to strip. Okay. Right. So the scarf is gone round the cake, and what I need to do is leave it as is, and then the front detail remains the same because then I'll have to come and put the scarf frills and then add a few more details like the Man City and the happy birthday details. So I'm not going to do anything to that for now. But I'm just trying to form the scarf, because when you have a scarf, it doesn't normally just look flat, does it? So that is now. Let's go back and polish the cake a bit more so that we can have some Right, let's get the frilly bits on the scarf sorted. I'm forming the scarf frills. There's really no rhythm to this. I am just trying to get some frills here. There you go. I just want to put some white there. Let's see. Right. This is annoying. I'll have to do this a little later so I don't tear this up. Right. Oh, can you see I'm thinking? Right. I am just going to put some tissue here just to give the frills some form and lift. Just to give it some time to dry. Okay. Right. You know what? I am not going to bother myself too much. I think what I set out to achieve today has been done. I need to go fix the personalized details over there and add a few more details to the cake. But otherwise, we have the cake I wanted to make. For us to bake and decorate this cake today, has been magic. Okay, because I didn't know this was possible. But doing this has come at a huge cost because my son needs me. Kathleen, thank you. Look, it looks great. Thank you. But it's been a hell of messy. Like, the process has been messy. And if you haven't seen it, go see the cake we baked. I hadn't anticipated on doing this on a live altogether. But when we baked the cake and it turned messy, I was like, no, I ain't about to go down like this. I better come and show you how to make a cake. And so here we are. It's a fairly small cake, but I'm happy I made it nonetheless. It's for a young man at church. And I'm so glad I did it. And I hope he loves it. Now I wish I could make it a bigger cake. But no, I wasn't willing to make an 8-inch cake. That would be too much hassle. There you go. How is this for a football cake? For a beginner? How is this for a football cake? If for a beginner, look, even for a professional, football cakes are not easy. Okay, it's been hella hard. But I am so happy I made it. The scarf needs a bit more detail there, okay? Essie Tyndall, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You were so kind. You people are just so good, okay? Look, it's been a lot. Let me just put this here so that the cake sets. Then that, and I'll take those out when we are done. So there you have it. It's a simple 6-inch football cake. It will serve like 10 to 12, but it's more so for the occasion of the young man's birthday rather than like a perfectly made cake for sharing, really. So just something for him to cut at church. And yeah, I'll put the Man City detail. Check the community post for more photos of this cake. I didn't take photos of it because you've seen the process evolve so quickly. So there we are, people. There we are. 2 lives today. I had no intention, but our cake is done. It's 8 p.m. I would love to stay here and catch up. I am so sorry I couldn't do that because I need to tidy up, attend to my young son, and then call it a day. And then tomorrow it's church and other things. So people, if you want to see the tutorial, it's all up from start to finish. Go check it out, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye. Thank you for stopping by.